Ty, we didn't know if he was gonna play.
Yeah.
So it was kind of up in the air, and we were just going through our, preparation and stuff. And then eventually, like, we heard, okay, he's gonna be playing. So at that point, I'm like, okay, like I can't really like do anything about it right now. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and trying to put together my best level before going to Poland. And I remember we go there, and we already had like a few days together as a team, which was nice. And we were kind of, all kind of coming together already, and the team was all in good vibes and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were practicing in Poland maybe for one day or two, and then the big man arrives in the McLaren. You could hear him before you
And
even
I'm
see him
there.
in the orange McLaren, and then the media was already there because obviously they had word that he was coming,
Yeah.
and this is in Poland. He's Polish, so it was crazy media following him all around. Like he could barely get onto the court because he had to do all these interviews and stuff. And we're on the second court just trying to practice, trying to focus on our stuff. But obviously it was kind of hard to not notice what was going on next door.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I had tell everybody come together, the team, and I was like, all right, guys, like me trying to take a little bit of a not a leadership role, but I just want to say
Yeah.
my 2 cents. I was like, all right, like obviously there's a lot going on there, but I think we should just focus on what we're doing, and not worry about what's going on over there. And then me trying to be all serious, and then all of a sudden Hurkacz comes over, and he goes straight to Darren. And dabs at Darren and is like, what's going on? Like, apparently they're like best friends. I didn't even know this. And I'm here trying to be like all serious about, trying to not focus on what's going on. But I didn't realize that Darren and him were like super close. They practiced together and all that. So I kind of felt like an idiot in that moment. But but then I end up, he ended up saying hello to everyone, and then you just realize, that these people are, although they're celebrities, they're just normal people, and he was very respectful, very cool, just very normal. And so I think the image of the whole McLaren and the media and everything just makes you think that it's something extra, but it's just like a normal thing, it's just a normal tall fella with a massive hand, I must say. When he shook my hand, I was like, damn, your hand is huge. But and yeah, then you just realize he's normal. And then the tie comes around, and I'm selected to play number two. Obviously, he's playing number one. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play Hurricane. He was, I don't think he was top 10 at the time, but obviously he was at
Right
one
after
point.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and you watch all these matches of him against Federer and what's not. So, and then at that point, I just kind of went into my bubble. I kind of just went, try to get focused on bringing my best level. I knew that I didn't have any expectations. Nobody had any expectations on me, so I could
Yeah.
just kind of play. And I remember my sister came down to Poland to watch it as well because she lives in Europe, and so that was just an extra motivation for me because she hadn't seen me play tennis in what felt like forever. So I was
Yeah.
kind of just focusing on all the positives because it was just a huge opportunity for me. And I remember in the beginning we were warming up, and then he comes to the net, and I'm giving him lobs, and he like does this jump smash. And I'm like, yo, this guy is a giant. Like I never played anybody that he seemed bigger than anybody I played before, but like he's huge, but still like like sometimes you play really tall guys and they're like all out of control, can't move.
Yeah.
Like he's huge. The guy is, I would say, what I felt was his biggest strength was his movement, which is
Yeah.
crazy, because obviously he has the power, obviously he has the timing, obviously he's super smart about everything he does. So in the beginning, yeah, I was nervous and I wanted to have a good start, so I put a lot of pressure on myself to have a good start, and then I think I get broken, and I'm getting into rallies at this point, and I'm just realizing like I feel late on every single ball. Like for some reason he's moving his ball around, and I'm just late to it, and I
Yeah.
think that goes to his movement. He moves so well, and then he takes the ball so early that he can make you feel rushed at all times. But he's rushing me, but at the same time he's comfortable in the rally, you know. So I think that was a shock in the beginning. I was wondering why am I not playing how I normally play, but I think that was the reason. And I lose for set quick 6-love. I'm like, bro, don't tell me this is gonna be like love and love, you know. Like I don't want this. I want to at least put up something here, you know. I want to, you know, because this is the first match of the tie, you know. You're kind of trying to make a impact for the rest of the tie. So I think he went up then 4-1 or maybe 4-1 in the second. And at that point, I think he thought he probably had it, you know. He didn't have to do anything else, but I think he had a little bit of a loss of concentration, and I was able to kind of slip back into the match. And at that point, I was getting more comfortable with the speed of things. And I think I got it back to 5-all. And at that point, I'm like, all right, 5-all, you know, I got chances here. And I think I was serving, and it was 30-all, 5-all, 30-all, very important. And what got me to that point is me just playing off of instinct and just doing whatever I feel like doing. Like I see the ball and I just do whatever I want, you know. If I want to chip and come in, I'll do that. Like I just play like how I wanted to play. For some reason, I decided to hit a drop shot at 30-all, and this is hard court, right? Nobody knows me for drop shots, okay? Like this is not my go-to play. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I decided it, and you know, I went with it because I was just doing whatever I felt like doing. And obviously I missed a drop shot, lost that point, and then he probably hit a good return or something, went down 6-5, and just like that the match was over, you know. He hits 3-4 serves. Like his serve is something I have to mention as well. Like I'm hitting his returns like over my shoulder every single time, and the ball is like, the placement is unreal. I remember in the second set I was having looks, and if I had a break point, he would just slice T on the line and just moving away from me, and it felt like he could do that in his sleep. Like it didn't seem like he was really like that was anything out of the norm. Like he could put that serve wherever he wanted to. So I remember I had to take a step in and kind of just go off of reflexes and try that, and was able to break him a couple times to get back into it. But it was just a good experience for me, man. I think the one thing I regret is not going to him after and asking him like, oh, what did you see? What could I have done better? But obviously he was super busy with the media and all the people and stuff, so I didn't really get a chance. But I mean, it was unreal experience.
Yeah, bro. Sharing the court with a top 10 caliber guy, bro. That's a lot of people don't get the chance to do that.
No. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy to say the least. But I think it opened my eyes as well. I think that match kind of showed me as well that, you know, I do have the level, and it's just I have to, you know, if I put things together and I become more consistent over an extended period of time, I can, you know, compete with anyone. So it was good. It was good for me.